What happens when an undercover boss witnesses a manager humiliating an employee in front of customers, only to reveal a truth no one expected? Daniel Grayson, CEO and founder of Grayson Luxe, stood just outside his flagship boutique on 5th Avenue, adjusting the tailored suit that now passed him off as an ordinary customer. He gazed through the massive glass window. Crystal chandeliers sparkled above rows of immaculately folded designer handbags. Sleek glass counters displayed. Watches were thousands, and uniformed staff moved like clockwork. But Daniel wasn't there to admire the decor. Recent customer reviews painted a troubling picture. Rumors of rude service, staff being mistreated, and employees feeling pushed to their limits. Time to find out the truth, he thought as he stepped inside. The store's pristine elegance was almost intimidating. Employees in crisp black uniforms greeted him with polished smiles, all except one. Near the accessory wall stood a young woman named Maya, meticulously arranging silk scarves. Her uniform was spotless, but there was something off. Her smile was forced, her shoulders tense, and her eyes glanced anxiously toward the register. "Excuse me," Daniel said, approaching her. "Oh!" Maya's startled expression quickly turned into a smile. "Welcome to Grayson Luxe. Can I help you find something?" "Just browsing," Daniel said. "But thanks." "Of course," Maya replied, adjusting a scarf's fold before moving to the next display. Daniel noticed her hands were shaking. "She's nervous," he realized. "But why?" Moments later, a sharp voice cut through the air. "Maya!" barked Vanessa, the boutique's manager. A tall woman with piercing eyes and an air of authority. She strode toward Maya, her heels clacking like gunshots across the marble floor. "Why are these scarves still disorganized?" Vanessa snapped. "I told you to finish this 20 minutes ago." "I'm almost done," Maya stammered. "I just wanted to—" "I don't pay you to almost finish things," Vanessa hissed. "You're embarrassing this store. Get it together." Daniel's jaw tightened. Customers were watching, and Maya's face burned red with shame. Throughout the afternoon, Daniel quietly observed as Vanessa continued her tirade. Whenever Maya moved too slowly or failed to answer a customer's question perfectly, Vanessa swooped in with sharp comments and condescending smiles. "You can't even fold shirts properly," Vanessa muttered under her breath. "No wonder you're still stuck here." "Stop wasting time," she barked minutes later when Maya knelt to fix a fallen display. "You're lucky I haven't replaced you yet." Each insult chipped away at Maya's confidence. By the time Daniel watched her slip into the stockroom, her shoulders were slumped and her breathing unsteady. "This isn't just pressure. This is bullying," Daniel realized. Daniel waited a few minutes before quietly following Maya into the stockroom. He found her in the corner, silently wiping her eyes with a tissue. "Hey," Daniel said gently. "Rough day?" Maya jumped, startled. I'm fine," she muttered, stuffing the tissue in her pocket. "I saw what happened out there," Daniel said. "That wasn't okay." "It's nothing," Maya said quickly. "Vanessa's just strict. It's my fault. I'm just not fast enough." "That's not true," Daniel said firmly. "You're working hard. I've seen it." Maya bit her lip, eyes glassy. "I'm just trying to keep this job. My dad's been sick and we're barely paying rent. I can't afford to lose this." "I get it," Daniel said softly. "But no one deserves to be treated like that." Later that day, Daniel watched from a distance as Vanessa's cruelty escalated. When a wealthy couple walked in seeking an expensive watch, Maya approached them with a welcoming smile, only for Vanessa to cut her off. "I'll handle these customers," Vanessa said loudly, flashing Maya a smug glare. "We can't have you messing this up." Maya swallowed hard and stepped back as Vanessa schmoozed the couple with fake charm. After they left, Vanessa turned back to Maya. "See?" Vanessa said mockingly. "That's how you deal with real customers." "I could have helped," Maya said quietly. "I was just—" "No one wants your help," Vanessa sneered. "Honestly, you're lucky you're still here. If you don't improve soon, Well, don't bother coming back. Maya's face crumbled. She turned and hurried back to the stockroom, her hands covering her face. Enough, Daniel thought. I've seen all I need to see. Daniel Grayson sat in his car outside Grayson Lux, his mind racing. The image of Maya wiping her tears in the stockroom stuck with him. Vanessa's insults weren't just cruel, they were driving a hardworking employee to the breaking point. This isn't leadership, Daniel muttered. It's bullying. He knew he couldn't reveal his identity just yet, not until he understood the full extent of the problem. But one thing was clear. Vanessa had to be stopped. The next morning, Daniel arrived early and found Maya carefully arranging handbags in the boutique's front display. "Hey," Daniel greeted. "You okay?" Maya glanced at him with tired eyes but forced a smile. "I'm fine, just busy." "Look," Daniel said, lowering his voice. "I know yesterday was rough, but you handled yourself well. Don't let Vanessa convince you otherwise. It's just—" Maya paused, her voice faltering. "I can't lose this job. My dad's home on oxygen and my mum's been working double shifts. I'm doing everything I can to help. But Vanessa, she's just—" Maya trailed off, her eyes glassy. "She's wrong," Daniel said firmly. "You're stronger than you think." Maya gave a faint smile, but doubt lingered in her eyes. Later that afternoon, Vanessa spotted Maya ringing up a customer's purchase. "Maya!" Vanessa barked from across the room. "Did you forget the complimentary gift wrap? This isn't some corner store. This is Grayson Lux. Show some class." "I was about to grab it," Maya said quickly. "About to?" Vanessa sneered. "You've been here long enough to know better. Honestly, you should be grateful I haven't fired you yet." "That's enough," Daniel interrupted, stepping between them. Vanessa turned sharply. "Excuse me? I've been watching you belittle her all day," Daniel said coldly. "That's not leadership. It's bullying." Vanessa's lips curled. "I don't recall asking your opinion." "Maybe you should have," Daniel shot back. "You're driving away good employees." "Please," Vanessa scoffed. "Maya's barely useful. She's lucky to have this job." Maya stood frozen, her face pale. "You think humiliating your staff makes this store better?" Daniel asked. "All it's doing is hurting your team, and your customers see it too." Vanessa's eyes narrowed. "Who exactly are you to lecture me?" "Someone who actually cares about this place," Daniel said. "More than I can say for you." Later that evening, Maya approached Daniel in the break room. "Hey. Thanks for earlier," Maya said softly. "You didn't have to stand up for me." "Yeah, I did," Daniel said. "No one should be treated like that." "You don't get it," Maya sighed. "Vanessa's had it out for me since day one. If I lose this job, I can't pay rent." "Then you're not going anywhere," Daniel promised. "I'll make sure of that." Maya smiled, but her eyes still held fear. The next day, Daniel quietly gathered information from other employees. Stories about Vanessa's toxic behavior kept piling up. Staff being reduced to tears, unfair treatment, and threats of termination. Customers had even complained about Vanessa's rudeness, but those reports never made it to corporate. "I've been hiding complaints?" Daniel muttered. "That ends today." That afternoon, Vanessa's temper hit a boiling point. A woman entered the store. Dressed modestly, her clothes worn and faded. She quietly browsed a jewelry display until Vanessa noticed her. "Ma'am," Vanessa said curtly, "I think you're in the wrong store." "I was just looking," the woman replied softly. "Yeah? Well, we don't exactly do window shopping here," Vanessa snapped. "Maybe try a place that fits your budget." The woman's face turned red as she grabbed her purse and hurried out. "Why would you do that?" Maya gasped. "You embarrassed her." "Please," Vanessa scoffed. "I'm not wasting my time on someone who clearly can't afford to be here." Daniel, who had witnessed the entire exchange, stepped forward. "That's enough." Vanessa turned. "You again. Stay out of it." "I've seen enough," Daniel said firmly. And you're done here. You think you can tell me what to do? Vanessa laughed. You're just some temp. Actually, Daniel said, pulling his business card from his wallet, I own this company. Vanessa's face drained of color. You've spent weeks mistreating staff and humiliating customers, Daniel said coldly. You've been ignoring complaints and driving away good employees. I can fix this, Vanessa stammered. No, Daniel interrupted. You've done enough damage. Pack your things. You're fired. Later that evening, Daniel found Maya carefully folding scarves at the display wall. You're not in trouble, Daniel said warmly. Maya looked up, wide-eyed. I'm still here. You're not just still here, Daniel said with a smile. I'm promoting you to assistant manager. Me? Maya gasped. But I've never... You care about the customers, Daniel said. You treat people with respect. That's exactly what this store needs. Maya's lip trembled, her eyes welling with tears. Thank you. I won't let you down. I know you won't, Daniel said with a smile. You've already proven yourself. Maya sat at her new desk in the manager's office, nervously tapping her fingers against her freshly printed assistant manager nameplate. The room felt too big, the desk too intimidating. Just days ago, she had been battling to hold her job. Now, she was in charge, and she wasn't sure she could handle it. I can't mess this up, Maya whispered to herself. Maya's first day as assistant manager was overwhelming. Employees still reeling from Vanessa's harsh leadership weren't quick to trust her. So, are we supposed to follow her now? One employee whispered loud enough for Maya to hear. She barely knew how to fold scarves last week. Maya pretended not to notice, but the words stung. Worse yet, employees didn't seem motivated. Staff clocked in late, displays went unfinished, and customer complaints started to pile up. I thought this would get easier, Maya muttered to herself. That evening, she stayed late to refold scarves, fix displays, and clean the counters, desperate to prove she belonged. The next morning, Daniel Grayson stopped by the store. He found Maya anxiously adjusting jewelry displays, her tired eyes revealing how hard she had been pushing herself. Hey, Daniel said. How's the new role treating you? Maya forced a smile. I'm trying, she said, but I don't think the team's listening to me. I don't know how to get them to trust me. You're not Vanessa, Daniel said. That's a good thing. But that's just it, Maya replied. Vanessa got results because people were scared of her. I don't want to lead like that. You don't have to, Daniel said. Real leadership isn't about scaring people. It's about inspiring them. Show them you care and they'll follow. Maya nodded thoughtfully. I'll try, determined, to change things. Maya started small. She took time to check in with employees during shifts, offering help when they struggled and listening to their frustrations. When Tina, a senior associate, expressed concerns about the chaotic scheduling, Maya adjusted the shifts to better accommodate everyone. You actually listened, Tina said, surprised. Vanessa never cared. I'm not Vanessa, Maya replied with a smile. Slowly, the mood shifted. Staff began to smile more, customers seemed happier, and teamwork improved. For the first time, Maya felt like she was making a difference. One afternoon, a wealthy client entered the boutique, the kind of customer Vanessa had always demanded employees prioritize. Dressed in designer heels and a crisp blazer, she immediately headed for the jewelry counter. I'll take that, the woman said, pointing to a sapphire necklace displayed in the glass case. Of course, Maya said warmly. Would you like to try it on first? I said, I'll take it, the customer snapped. Just ring it up and be quick about it. Maya kept her smile, though her heart raced. As she carefully packed the necklace into a velvet box, the woman glanced at Maya's name tag. Assistant manager, huh? She said, her voice thick with sarcasm. Guess they're just letting anyone move up these days. The words stung, but Maya kept her head high. I worked hard to earn this role, she said calmly. I hope you enjoy your purchase. The customer snorted and walked away. But Tina had seen the whole exchange. You handled that better than I would have, Tina said with a grin. Nice work. Maya smiled. Thanks. Just when things seemed to be improving, disaster struck. An important shipment of limited edition handbags, valued at thousands of dollars, arrived late that evening, just minutes before closing. We need to lock these up now, Maya instructed. If they're not secured, we're liable. But with only 2 staff members still on duty and no security on site, panic set in. I'll stay late, Maya said. We can finish this together. You sure? Tina asked. Positive, Maya said with a smile. We've got this. Maya and Tina spent the next 2 hours organizing, securing, and verifying the shipment. When they finished, Maya locked the final case with a sigh of relief. I can't believe we pulled that off, Tina said, grinning. Me neither, Maya admitted, but I'm glad we did. The next morning, Daniel returned to the store and found Maya reviewing the previous day's sales reports. Heard about the shipment. Last night, Daniel said, you really stepped up. I just wanted to make sure nothing went wrong, Maya replied. You didn't just prevent a problem, Daniel said. You showed leadership, and your team saw that. I hope so, Maya said quietly. I really want to get this right. You already are, Daniel said, and I couldn't be prouder. For the first time since her promotion, Maya felt like she belonged. I can do this, she thought. I am enough. Days after successfully managing the emergency shipment, Maya felt more confident in her role as assistant manager. The store's atmosphere had improved. Employees smiled more often, teamwork felt stronger, and customers left satisfied. But Maya knew her journey wasn't finished. There was still more to prove. Late one afternoon, the boutique received a call. A VIP client was visiting that evening, and her arrival was known for creating chaos. The client, Ms. Whitmore, was one of Grayson Lux's wealthiest customers, and notoriously difficult to please. I heard Vanessa once had to refund her entire purchase just to avoid a scene, Tina warned Maya. She's impossible. We'll handle it, Maya said with quiet determination. Ms. Whitmore swept into the store wearing oversized sunglasses and an air of importance. Employees stiffened, instinctively glancing toward Maya. Can someone help me, or am I supposed to? Guess where the real staff is, Ms. Whitmore snapped. Welcome to Grayson Lux, Maya said warmly. I'd be happy to assist you. I need something special, Ms. Whitmore said. I'm attending a gala tomorrow and I refuse to wear last season's designs. I have just the thing, Maya said, guiding her to a display featuring a stunning emerald necklace and matching earrings. Ms. Whitmore inspected the necklace, but frowned. I don't like the lighting here. Show me how it looks outside. Maya hesitated. Boutique policy strictly forbade taking jewelry outside the store. But Maya noticed Ms. Whitmore's hesitation wasn't just fussiness. She genuinely wanted to be sure the emerald's color matched her gown. I'll bring the display stand. To the front window, Maya offered. That way you can see it in natural light without us breaking store policy. Ms. Whitmore blinked, clearly impressed. Fine, she muttered. That will do. Minutes later, Maya carefully positioned the display, and Ms. Whitmore studied the jewelry closely. Perfect, she said at last. I'll take it. That evening, Maya gathered the staff before closing. I know these last few weeks have been tough, she began. But I want you to know, I see how hard you've all been working, and if you ever feel overwhelmed, I want you to tell me. We're a team, and I'm here to support you. The staff exchanged surprised glances. Tina finally smiled. We've never had a manager who actually means that. Well, Maya said with a smile, you do now. The next day, Daniel Grayson returned to the store, this time dressed sharply in his CEO attire. He watched quietly as Maya helped an elderly woman pick out a scarf, her voice calm and her smile genuine. You're doing great, Daniel said when Maya returned to the counter. I had a good mentor, Maya replied with a grin. Actually, Daniel said, you've been your own mentor. You figured out how to lead in your own way. I just wanted to make things better, Maya admitted, for the customers and for the team. And you've done that, Daniel said. That's why I've decided to make it official. I want you to take over as store manager. Maya's eyes widened. Me? But I'm still learning. Exactly, Daniel smiled. Good leaders never stop learning. I'd love to, Maya said, her voice breaking with emotion. Thank you. A week later, Maya stood in the same spot where Vanessa had once humiliated her. This time, she wasn't afraid. She was proud. Employees chatted happily as they prepared for opening, and Maya felt something she hadn't in a long time. She belonged. As she adjusted a scarf on display, Tina walked by. Hey boss, Tina teased. You've got a customer. Maya turned to see a young woman, nervous and overwhelmed, hovering near the entrance. Welcome to Grayson Lux, Maya said warmly, stepping forward. I'm Maya. How can I help you today? If this story inspired you, remember, true leadership isn't about power. It's about kindness, courage, and standing up for what's right. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more uplifting stories like this.